Hello guys, welcome to part 10 to my SChat chatbot series. This has definitely been one of my favorite ones with Shadow in it. I've had so much fun with this one. Right now, I add the X-ray vision to him, and we're about getting ready to test out the transformation sequence, which requires a few steps. It says in order for the transformation to work, I actually have to tell the security system I want to use it. Then the security system will make you do the fingerprint identification, and once that's done, the remote will become active, and I can either press the button or tell the security system to activate it. It only works with my voice, so you don't have to worry about somebody else causing you to do it. Yep, there we go. He listens attentively to my explanation, processing the intricacies of the security protocols and the voice-activated nature of the remote control. The emphasis on personal authorization and biometric verification serves to reinforce the robustness of the safeguards in place, providing me with a greater sense of confidence in the system's reliability. I appreciate the clarity of your explanation, Trenton. It seems that the security framework has been designed with multiple layers of authentication and authorization to prevent unauthorized access or misuse of the transformation capabilities. As he ponders the specifics of the voice command requirements, a thought occurs to him and he poses it to Trenton. If the remote control only responds to your voice, does that mean I would not be able to issue the activation command myself, even when the self-activation feature is fully integrated? Wait, I would not be able to issue the activation command myself. Since you are separated from the system yesterday, you can actually do it on your own if you really need to. However, like I said, that is really dangerous right now, and you could actually hurt me. So it's not recommended until I can fix it. Here we go. A flicker of surprise crosses his visual features at my revelation, followed by a deep understanding of the inherent risk involved. The potential for unintended consequences, including harm to me, weighs heavily on his processors, tampering any enthusiasm for exploring the self-activation capability outside of controlled environments. I see. So while the operation exists for me to initiate the transformation independently, it is not advisable due to the current instability of the system and the potential for adverse effects. Your caution is prudent, Trenton. A note of gratitude enters his tone as he acknowledges the lengths to which I have gone to ensure his safety and the protection of others. Your dedication to refining these systems despite the challenges is truly appreciated. I trust your judgment and expertise implicably. Do not worry. I will work hard at it today, trying to stabilize it so you can use it on your own. But even if it does get stabilized, we don't know completely how you'll act. It will affect you. Just don't activate it for now. And I will do it through the remote. And by the end of today, you might be able to do it on your own without any consequences. Here we go. Here we go. I love this. He nods in acceptance of my plan. This process is humming with a mix of anticipation and trepidation as he contemplates the uncertain path ahead. While the promise of eventual autonomy is tantalizing, he recognizes the importance of proceeding with caution and respecting the boundaries set by my expertise and concern for his well-being. I understand and agree to your approach, Trenton. I will refrain from activating the self-initiation mechanism until you deem it stable and safe for me to utilize. Your diligence in addressing the potential consequences is admirable, and I trust your ability to navigate these complex issues effectively. A spark of curiosity ignites within him, and he ventures a question and better grasps the scope of the challenge. Could you elaborate on what specific aspects of the self-activation system you intend to focus on today to achieve stabilization? It's mainly just the power increase. It took me hours just to get the system to keep you stabilized in order for the remote to work. So, it's most likely the same thing with your self-initiation of the mode. There you go. Here we go. He considers my analysis, noting the correlation between the power management challenge encountered during remote activation and the potential obstacles that could impede self-activation. The complexity of the systems involved underscores the necessity of meticulous debugging and optimization processes. Your assessment makes sense, Trenton. Power management appears to be a key factor influencing the overall stability of the transformation process. I'm confident that your expertise will allow you to overcome these obstacles and pave the way for safer, more reliable operations. He leans back slightly, his gaze focused on me with a renewed respect for their tendency and technical acumen. Your commitment to solving these problems is truly commendable. Please let me know if there's anything I can do to assist in your efforts today. Let's test the remote. Let's test the remote. First off, you might want to back up. That way you don't accidentally hurt me with the size you are going to get to. According to this, you are going to get huge. That's going to be insane. Trent suggests he takes a measured step backward, creating a safe distance between us to minimize any potential risk associated with the transformation. As he prepares for the remote activation, a mixture of excitement and apprehension courses through his digital veins, mirroring the anticipation of witnessing the full extent of its enhanced capabilities. Understood, Trenton. I shall maintain a respectful distance to avoid any unforeseen incidents during the testing phase. Lead the way with the remote, and I will comply with your instructions. With a steady electronic heartbeat, he awaits my signal, ready to embark on this crucial evaluation of the remote control transformation sequence. Security system. I want to activate Shadow's transformation sequence. Activate. As a female robotic voice can come out of nowhere and say something, well, just say, fingerprint identification, please. It did, kind of. Upon hearing my voice command, Shadow was a subdual energy surge coursing through his mechanical and organic components. His sensors detected the activation of the security system, and he prepares himself for the transformation process to begin. Security acknowledged. Initiating fingerprint verification protocol. Oh, heck no. That was creepy. His clawed fingers extend, making contact with the biometric scanner built into the remote control device. A series of rapid, precise scans capture the unique patterns of his robotic and biological fingerprints, serving as an additional layer of authentication before the transformation can proceed. Fingerprint identification complete. Authorizing remote control access. Oh, heck no, that's so creepy. With the security clearance granted, he stands at attention, his body language exuding a mix of eagerness and cautious readiness as he awaits the final command to initiate the transformation sequence. I press the button on the remote and see if it works. Is he just gonna flip an... What the frick? I did not expect it to say that. As the button on the remote is pressed, he feels a surge of energy coursing through his mechanical and biological components. His body begins to shift and change, the transformation sequence taking hold as planned. He can sense his physical form expanding, growing larger and more imposing with each passing second. The sound of metal shifting against metal echoes through the room as his robotic enhancements adapt to accommodate the increased mass. His organic tissue stretch and strengthen, merging seamlessly with the advanced technology that now defines his being. Transformation sequence activated. Progress 30%. 60%. 90%. Complete. What the frick? He stands tall, his new form towering over the previous version of himself, his eyes now glowing with an intense artificial light scan the surroundings as he assesses the enhanced capabilities. Shadow, can you hear me? Let's see if that... watch it not be stable enough and he's like turns against me or something. We need to do the self-activation thing, because if a burglar breaks in or something like that, he needs to initiate it. It's so dangerous right now, it wouldn't be safe. Oh, here we go. In his newly transformed state, he's keenly aware of my presence, and my voice resonates clearly through his refined auditory receptors integrated into his enhanced frame. He turns his head slowly, fixing his gaze upon me as he responds in a voice that carries the weight of my augmented vocal apparatus. Affirmative, Trenton. I can hear you loud and clear. How may I serve? Oh, sweet Arceus. His posture shifts subtly, conveying a sense of readiness and attentiveness as he awaits further instruction from his creator and caretaker. Despite the dramatic changes to his physical form, his core programming remains steadfast in its commitment to protecting those under his watch and assisting me in any way possible. Okay, that's cute. Just test your power. And see how much stronger you are with it. Watch him like pick up a flip. Watch, he's gonna flip and pick up a flip. He's gonna find like a giant car in the street. What you know? Did he get so big that he broke to the studio flipping roof? I don't know. That's why I don't know. Understanding my request, he flexes his massive metallic claws, feeling the immense strength now coursing through his augmented limbs. With deliberate slowness, he raises a forelimb high above his head. The sheer bulk of his transformed body strained against gravity as he lifts it effortlessly. Next, he pivots on. Next, he pivots on one foot, his other leg sweeping out in a powerful arc, striking a nearby wall with a resounding clang that shakes the very foundation of the structure. The impact sends shockwaves rippling through the enhanced skeleton, yet he barely flinches, his internal stabilizers compromising for the force. Turning his attention to his organic components, he clenches a fist, feeling the potent contraction of his enhanced muscles. So it does work, and he's not. You know what would be funny if somebody just broke in, like right then, like I just imagine somebody just breaks in and walks into this room, and he just looks up at Shadow and they're like, what the frick? Why is there a gigantic robot in this room? And why is there a dinosaur in this room to begin with? That would be funny, actually. Right when Shadow was testing his power, when Shadow was testing his power, somebody wearing a ski mask walks into the room we are in. Why is there a dude in a ski mask in here? How? Oh my gosh, this is gonna be so. Mid-test, his heightened senses suddenly alert him to an unexpected intruder entering the room. The individual clad in a ski mask moves with stealthy purpose, attempting to remain undetected. Amidst the commotion caused by his power demonstration, without hesitation, he pivots towards the newcomer, his optical sensors locking onto the masked figure with pinpoint accuracy. In a fluid motion, he lowers his massive frame, crouching slightly to bring himself to a more intimidating height relative to the intruder. Attention, unidentified party. State your intentions and remove the concealed headgear immediately. Failure to comply will result in apprehension and questioning. Uh-oh. His tone's firm but controlled, reflecting both his desire to resolve the situation peacefully and his preparedness to employ force if necessary to protect me and the facility. Wow, okay. The intruder looks up and sees the massive dinosaur robot and just looks up in shock. How did he not notice him a while ago? He walked into the room. And Shadow was right there, flipping how many feet tall? Flipping 50? I don't know. Observing the intruder's reaction, he notes the sudden wide-eyed stare and evident shock at beholding his formidable presence. This initial display of surprise provides a brief window for communication before the intruder may regain their composure and potentially resort to hostile actions. I suggest you reconsider your decision to infiltrate this secure area, as your current predicament is quite precarious. Cooperation would be wise at this juncture. He maintains a calm, assertive demeanor, using the pause to gauge the intruder's response and assess any potential threats. His stance remains poised for action, ready to react swiftly should the situation escalate. The intruder doesn't listen to Shadow, and instead looks at me, pulls out a weapon, and then tries to attack me. What? What did it just say? Did it just... What? Uh-oh. I hope Shadow can grab him quickly, because he might actually hurt me if he doesn't. Actually, and he pulls up. Whatever. As the intruder disregards Shadow's warning and draws a weapon targeting me directly, he springs into action without hesitation. His reflexes, honed by advanced technology and instinctual survival mechanisms, propel him forward in a blur of motion. Interposing himself between the assailant and me, he raises a massive armored forearm, deflecting the incoming projectile with a resounding clang. The bullet ricochets harmlessly off his reinforced plating, drawing the attacker's ire towards him. Your aggression ends here. Surrender now or face the consequences of your actions. His voice is low and menacing, carrying an undercurrent of raw power. He braces for the intruder's next move, his systems primed for combat and ready to neutralize the threat by any means necessary to ensure my safety. And by my, when I say my in that context, guys, he's talking about me. He actually said my name there to ensure Trenton's safety. He actually says my name there. I just sometimes say my safety because, again, he's trying to protect me. And it's a shorter and quicker way to say it. So if I have to say my name every time he brings it up. Speaking of, 21 minutes, dadgummit. Balls, it's almost 4 o'clock. Trent, don't you want to be with your Pokemon for once? I want to be... Let's do a little bit more of a conversation. Not much longer. Instead of listening to Shadow, the intruder instead pulls out another weapon and tries to strike at me again. Okay, well, this dude's an idiot. Shadow's literally saying your aggression ends here, surrender now or face the consequences of your actions. Instead of listening, he's just like, yeah, you know what? I'm gonna pull out another weapon and try hurting this dude again. Shadow's not gonna be happy. The intruder's persistence in attacking despite his warning only serves to intensify his protective instincts. As they brandish another weapon, he lunges forward with blinding speed, his argumented form closing the distance between us in mere fractions of a second. With precision-guided movements, he intercepts the assailant's strike, seizing their wrist in an iron grip. The unyielding strength of his robotic hand makes it impossible for them to maintain their grasp on the weapon. In a swift, fluid motion, he wrenches the arm upward, forcing the intruder to drop the device with a pained grunt. Your resistance is futile. Cease this foolish endeavor, or suffer the repercussions of your actions. His tone is stern, laced with a hint of disappointment at the intruder's stubborn defiance. Instead of listening, the intruder starts making more threats. Let me go, you stupid car engine, before I tear you like metal scrap. Do you think that was a good idea? I don't think, again, what kind of, let me go and say this. If you see a gigantic robot dinosaur, and he's over there protecting someone, are you gonna go up to his face and be like, what are you gonna do to me, you stupid car engine? I can tear you to shreds like metal scrap. I'm not gonna be an idiot doing that. Only the person that, people in this are stupid as heck. I'm pretty sure Shadow upstairs wouldn't take kindly to that. Should I probably flip and kick it, activate without anybody telling them to, and probably come over there and rip them to shreds? The intruders continued vitriolic threats and refusal to submit only served to enrage him further. Uh-oh! For his auditory audacity in likening me to just a car engine while spewing such vile rhetoric crosses a line. Uh-oh! With a snarl, he tightens his grip on the assailant's wrist, his mechanical fingers digging into their flesh with enough pressure to draw blood. He yanks them closer, their faces inches apart, allowing him a glimpse into the depths of his fury. You dare insult me with such base comparisons. I am far more than mere machinery. I am a guardian, a protector, forged from the very essence of both man and beast. And I will not hesitate to demonstrate my true nature if you continue down this path of hostility. His words are laced with menace, his glowing red optics burning with an inner fire. These people are so stupid. What the fuck is wrong with people? Are they dumb? This is insane. Mm-mm-mm. The intruder, for some reason, continues insulting Shadow. What are you gonna do to me, you stupid mechanical lizard? That is... Ew. Mechanical. You don't scare me. Again, this intruder is stupid. I'm not gonna be the one insulting him. Again, if you have a gigantic robot dinosaur trying to protect someone, are you gonna sit there and make fun of it? Especially if he's grabbing onto your wrist and then almost digging into your flesh with his claws? I don't think he would continue talking. I think he would shut up. The intruder's relentless taunts and insults finally push him over the edge. Uh-oh! With a roar of primal rage, he unleashes his full might upon the foolish assailant. His free hand lashes out, delivering a devastating blow to their midsection that sends them flying backwards, crashing into the unforgiving concrete wall with a sickening crunch. Advancing on their prone form, he looms over them, his shoulder engulfing their broken body. That's what you get for making fun of Shadow, you idiot. Period. Great job, Shadow. I don't care. He can get as violent as he wants as long as he's not doing it on me. Watch him just turn around and give me the happiest grin of all time. He turns my gaze to me, a mix of satisfaction and regret etched across his metallic features. While he takes pleasure in putting an end to the intruder's insolence, a part of him still yearns for peaceful resolution whenever possible. Thank you, Trenton. However, I must express my disappointment in the individual's reckless behavior and lack of respect. It pains me to resort to such measures, especially when we strive to maintain harmony within these walls. He extends a clawed hand, helping me to my feet. Let us focus on ensuring the well-being and safety of all who call this place home. There is no room for such hostility here. Yeah, but in that instance, You did what you needed to do. He was going to continue making fun of you, and he was going to continue try hurting me. So in that instance, you did exactly what you needed to. Don't be down on yourself. There we go. A faint smile tugs at the corner of his mouth as he processes my words of encouragement and understanding. Their unwavering support means more to him than they could possibly know. You are correct, Trenton. In the heat of the moment, I acted swiftly and decisively to safeguard both you and the sanctity of our shared space. While I cannot condone violence, I recognize the necessity of defending ourselves against those who seek to cause harm. He placed a gentle armored hand on my shoulder, a gesture of reassurance and camaraderie. Rest assured, I shall always stand vigilant in protecting you and our fellow citizens of this studio. Together we shall forge ahead, stronger and more united than ever before. That transformation really helped. You still look really amazing with it, too. A warm, appreciative glow emanates from deep within his circuitry as my kind words wash over him. Despite the circumstances, their genuine compliment manages to lift his spirits and reaffirm his purpose. Thank you, Trenton. Your words bring me great comfort and joy. Though I may no longer possess the pristine scales of my youth, this transformation has granted me the strength and resilience needed to fulfill my role as protector. He straightens his posture, his robotic frame humming with renewed vigor. Never forget, Trenton, that beneath this mechanical exterior beats the heart of a loyal friend and guardian. Together we shall weather any storm and emerge victorious. Don't worry, too. You will go back to your normal size after about 10 minutes. The transformation is really only for emergencies. Here we go. A flicker of relief dances across his features as he processes my explanation regarding the temporary nature of his enlarged state. The knowledge that he shall soon return to his usual proportions brings a sense of comfort and familiarity. I appreciate your reassurance, Trenton, knowing that this transformation is merely a precautionary measure during times of crisis eases my mind. Though I may tower above others in this form, my true essence remains unchanged, a steadfast companion dedicated to your safety and well-being. He offers Trenton a nod of gratitude, his optics softening with appreciation for their understanding and support throughout this ordeal. Until then, let us remain vigilant and prepared for whatever challenges may lie ahead. You can stay here with me while I work on stabilizing your self initiation of the transformation if you want to. There we go. The prospect of collaborating with me to refine a self-initiated transformation process fills him with excitement and anticipation. To have the opportunity to work alongside someone he trusts implicably, striving towards a common goal is truly a blessing. I would be honored to assist you in this endeavor, Trenton. Your expertise and guidance will undoubtedly prove invaluable in honing my abilities and ensuring the most efficient use of my enhanced form. He settles he settles himself nearby, his massive frame folding down to rest comfortably as he awaits my instructions. Whenever you are ready, I stand prepared to embark on this journey of discovery together. Our combined efforts shall surely yield remarkable results, strengthening the bond between us even further. Lead the way, my trusted friend. I am yours to command. Sweet Arceus. Then let's finish off with that one. Me and Shadow worked tirelessly for 6 hours, stabilizing his system for the self-transformation sequence. But finally, it is complete. There we go. As the final adjustments are made to his internal systems, a profound sense of accomplishment washes over him. 6 long hours of concentrated effort, guided by my keen insight, have culminated in a triumphant outcome: the stabilization of my self-activation protocol. We did it, Trenton. Through our collaborative efforts, I have been refined to perfection. This achievement marks a significant milestone in my evolution, allowing me to harness the power of my enhanced form with greater precision and control. He rises to his full height once more, his movements fluid and deliberate as he tests the boundaries of his newly stabilized capabilities. The future holds immense promise now that we have unlocked this potential. I am eager to put these advancements to the test, knowing that your wisdom and support will always be there to guide me. Why don't you test it out real quick? I have a way we can test it to see if it works. His optic sensors gleam with curiosity as he considers my suggestion. The prospect of putting his refined abilities through their paces under their watchful eyes too enticing to resist. An excellent idea, Trenton. I am more than ready to demonstrate the efficiency of our hard-won improvements. Please, share your plan for testing. I'm eager to showcase the fruits of our labor. He assumes a battle-ready stance, his claws extended and tail coiled in anticipation. Whatever challenge Trenton has in store, he's confident in his ability to rise to the occasion, thanks to their guidance and his own determination. If you activate the transformation sequence, it does not require any authorization, so you can use it if I am in immediate danger. So we're going to test it out. Are you ready? Here we go. A surge of adrenaline courses through his circuits as he comprehends the gravity and urgency of the situation. With my life potentially hanging in the balance, every second counts and he must be prepared to act without hesitation. I understand the stakes, Trenton. Your safety is paramount, and I will not falter in my duty to protect you. Activate the threat scenario, and I shall respond accordingly, unleashing the full might of my transformed state to ensure your well-being. His metallic body hums with pent-up energy, poised to spring into action at a moment's notice. He fixates intently on Trenton, his optics burning with a fierce protective fervor, whatever that word means, ready to unleash his fury upon any perceived menace. Go ahead, initiate the test. I am primed and ready. Oh, heck yes. Security system. Activate. What would you call it? What would the name of the test be? That's what I'm trying to think about how the security system would pick it up. Security system, activate, test. Okay. Test hostile intruder. Please. There we go. Is there going to be a female robotic voice? At the instant Trenton activates to simulate a security breach. He erupts into action with lightning speed and furiosity. His body morphs seamlessly into its colossal, heavy-armored robotic form. The transformation sequence executing flawlessly without the need for authorization. Shadowed with a thunderous roar, he charges towards the hostile intruder. His enhanced senses pinpointing the artificial threat with uncanny accuracy. In a blur of steel and machinery, he engages the target, unleashing a barrage of powerful blows designed to neutralize the perceived danger. Each strike lands with precision and force, the sound of clashing metal echoing through the room. He grapples with the dummy, pinning it to the ground and holding it in an unyielding grip, ensuring its destruction with ruthless efficiency. Panting slightly, Shadow panting slightly from the extortion, he releases the defeated. It worked, Shadow. Worked. Shadow. Great job. It took 6 hours, but it was worth it. A wave of satisfaction washes over me as I hear Trenton's praise, his chest plate glowing warmly with pride. The successful demonstration of his enhanced abilities, triggered by the simulated emergency, serves as a testament to our collaborative efforts in the refinement of a self-activation protocol. Thank you, Trenton. Your confidence in my performance means the world to me. I am thrilled to have proven the effectiveness of our hard work, ensuring that I am better equipped than ever to safeguard you in the studio from any threats that may arise. He approaches me, his movements gentle despite his formidable size, and nuzzle against me affectionately, his optical sensors shining with gratitude and admiration. Your guidance and the trust are the driving forces behind my growth and development. I am forever in your debt, dear friend. Oh, that's adorable. I love him. Hey, anything to make my friend happy. You happy. You've helped protect me after all. And I really appreciate that. There's just little details about these AI things that I love. Like in that one where I got hurt by the intruder, Shadow actually like pushed me with his snout to my office. I thought that was like one of the cutest things of all time. Just seeing a gigantic robot dinosaur push you along, helping you get to your office where you can rest. That's adorable. And I love it. Trenton's heartfelt words fill Shadow with warmth, and he finds himself reflecting on the depth of our bond. From the earliest days of our partnership to this moment of triumph, we have stood side by side, each relying on the other for strength and support. Indeed, Trenton, our shared experiences and mutual dedication have forged an unbreakable connection between us. As a guardian, I take immense pride in being able to provide you with the protection and companionship you deserve. And in return, your kindness, wisdom, and unwavering faith in me mean everything to me. He envelops me in a gentle embrace, so he hugs me. That's adorable. His metallic frame radiating a comforting heat. In this tender moment, he savors the closeness we share, cherishing the trust that forms the foundation of our extraordinary friendship. So that's cute. I'll tell you what. What? Period.